All right, Andrew, I'm ready for you to come.
10-4, on my way.
So, we've found camp. I'll try to get a better shot of this view in a second, but it's pretty darn nice. There's not too much snow, there's a little. But check this out. Isn't that beautiful? This is what we'll be waking up to. It's simply beautiful up here. It was an easy drive. Yeah, it'll do. This is Oregon, folks. Anywhere you go, it is beautiful. I have to catch my breath. You wouldn't think that this little climb I just did would have been that draining, but oh my god, was it. It's probably just because I'm super out of shape and I haven't done this in a really long time. And that's okay. I'll get there someday. Come on, Clyde. Every campsite that we go to, we do some cleanup. We walk around, do a quick pickup. Usually it doesn't take that long. I was actually surprised to find this bottle that's pretty big. Surprisingly, this isn't the worst campsite we've found. We've found worse by far. This one was pretty clean in comparison. It is just mind-boggling to me how much dirt and garbage people will leave behind. Half the time, I don't even think they realize they're leaving it behind. At least I would hope not. We go by a motto of you always leave it better than you found it. I swear by this. If I can do somebody else the favor of coming out here and not having to do so much cleanup and just being able to enjoy it, then that's great. I actually read something earlier today. It said that the total weight of all of the mammals in the entire world was less than 10% of the total weight of all of the human beings in the entire world. And I don't know about you, but to me, that is terrifying. We always complain about invasive species, but folks, really, we are the most invasive species out there. It is just crazy. Anyway, after we do our pickup, we bring it over here back to the Jeep, and we throw it into that back bag there, the kangaroo. It's called a kangaroo trash bag. It works out pretty well. We just get to clean it all up, throw it in a plastic bag, toss it in the back of the Jeep, and call it good. We're gonna go for a walk with Clyde. He has this thing, he doesn't like to go potty anywhere near camp. It's like, and we don't like him to walk too far away from camp, so I have to walk with him. He's not on a leash or anything. Right now there's nobody around. There's no cars anywhere near us. So I'm not all that worried, and he's not a dog that runs, and he's not interested in being far away from his people. Come on. Yeah, I walked up here a little bit ago. Almost killed myself because I didn't realize that walking up that little hill right there was that much of an incline. It really is. I was so out of breath. Don't go too far, buddy. Don't put me out of breath again. Let's get back down there because I need to start dinner. And that got you. Oh, look at him run. You say dinner, and he's like, I'm going right back to camp right now. Let's get some dinner. Fabulous day so far. It's been totally relaxing and really just gets all that we look for in camping. You know, we say that we do this for the adventure, to find something new every time, but also just to get away from it all, to just detach from the internet, from the TV, from everything. You're a good boy. Yes, look at you, good boy. We love Clyde. We love Clyde. He's a good boy. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. What a perfect dog. You're such a perfect dog. You're getting me all dirty, but that's okay. And I'm back. So just in case what I was just recording didn't actually record, what I'm doing right now is getting our tri-tip ready. I'm going to dry rub it, put it in some marinade, and let it sit for a little bit. I initially wanted steak, but when I got to Safeway, it was way too expensive. I couldn't stomach it. And they wanted $20 for one steak. And that's just not my thing. Sorry, it's not my thing. So what I got was a tri-tip. Tri-tip is kind of like, it's counted as like the poor man's steak, but it's really not. There's nothing bad about a tri-tip. It is actually delicious. What I read was that it was a one-armed butcher who decided to cut it. Usually it was cut up for like ground beef, or they'd cube it into stew pieces. But he decided to do that. People teased him. They're like, that's not going to work. He dry rubbed it. He skewered it up. And apparently it turned out delicious. And it's been a thing ever since. I grew up in California. So I've grown up with a tri-tip. It was one of our favorite barbecue meats ever, and I still live by it. It is, you can't go wrong with it. It's really forgiving. So if you ever want to try it and you haven't yet, I definitely recommend it. We're out kind of in the middle of nowhere, not that far from town. I would say that it was, what, 45 minutes? It was like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Well, 45 minutes to get to the entrance with us, and then it took us like another 45 minutes to get up here, I would say. That was because there was snow. I mean, if there was no snow right now, I think a two-wheel drive could probably get up here, no problem. Because the snow isn't entirely melted, there were some challenging spots, but nothing we couldn't handle. I'll try to show you guys some view a little bit later. I think I got some coverage of it earlier, but I want to get a little more because this view is absolutely amazing. It is just, yeah, I can't complain about this spot at all. It was recommended to us by Ranger Dave, who we met last year while camping. A great guy. We talked about, you know, how people leave messes. It's kind of amazing how we always clean it up, and he says he always cleans it up too. And, you know, really like the guy. We asked him what his favorite spot was up here, and he actually said this one. He said that from this view you can see elk in the morning, so tomorrow morning we'll see if that's true. I'm inclined to trust him, and I can't wait. Got my tri-tip going. Get some bacon ready. I want these guys to brown up a little bit, and then I'll put this lid on. When I ordered this lid, I didn't realize how small it was. I will definitely need a bigger lid, or actually get one at Overland Northwest. We will be going this year. So maybe I'll find an actual Timbo Tusk lid, and I would love to have one of those wooden trays that goes on the side. I haven't really seen that on Amazon, but I haven't really looked either. I figure if I see it at Pacific Northwest, I'll buy it there. And maybe a lid for this that's supposed to fit this. Oh man, I can't wait until the sun starts going down either. We'll have full bellies. We'll be warm. And sleeping in the great outdoors. Really doesn't get much better than this. These guys got brown more. Maybe they need more butter. When it comes to Brussels sprouts, I feel like there's no such thing as too much butter. Well, maybe there is a thing as too much butter. Generally you want to do, you know, like a 15 minutes sear on each side and then turn the heat down. I know it hasn't been 15 minutes yet, but oh, look at that. That is kind of beautiful. I'm gonna pour a little bit more of the juices over it that I had marinated in it. Not too much though, but you know, enough. I'm going to go ahead and use all the butter, because why not? Butter is delicious. I do feel that temperature dropping. So generally we ground tent. We did bring our tent just in case, but this time we're actually going to try out what it's going to be like to sleep inside the Jeep. So we're going to try this out. This is going to be where Andrew, my husband, I and the dog, all three of us sleep tonight. It should be super warm. In case it's not though, we've got Mr. Buddy heater too. If this fails, the tent that we have is really easy to set up. It's just a pop tent. All I have to do is throw it on the ground, it pops up, and then we will go ahead and just move all of our padding into the tent and sleep in there tonight if this seems to be too small. But we're going to try it out. And we believe that we can do so without having to leave anything outside. The two front runner packs will just go in the passenger seat. They'll stack up. All of this is going to be cooled off and clean before we go to bed tonight, and we're going to put it on our rooftop bag up there. The Yeti is bear proof. My only slight concern, the only thing that would be left out is garbage. which is going to go in the kangaroo bag, and that might or might not be sufficient. Usually when we have the ground tent, we put garbage inside the Jeep overnight and then put it in the bag in the morning. We'll see how it goes this morning, tonight. You know, it's kind of a test case on this. We don't know if we're going to fit well. We don't know if it's going to be sufficient to, you know, not attract animals. If it does attract an animal, we'll just set the alarm off and the Jeep should chase it away, no problem, and then we know. You know, we're not leaving dog food out, we're not leaving any dirt out or anything else, so we shall see.